Right. Today is March 12th, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Let's take a look at some charts. First chart we'll look at is SPY. Take a look at it on the daily. Back up here, attacking that wick of the all-time high. So here's a challenge on the all-time high, higher low, higher high. And let's take a look at the 2-day MMRP. All right, so let's take a look at this. It's our igniting candle. Pause, check of support. First price advancement candle, second, third, fourth. Fifth will close out tomorrow. If they happen to get it up to 520, that will make 5 price advancement candles right into 520. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. There's SPY. 2-day pattern on the MMRP. So where's the SPY pivot for tomorrow? Well, I'm going to have to say it's going to be right here. About 513.70. Right up there. You can see price action came up to it. Price action came down to it. So we break through that. Looks like we're probably coming a little bit lower. So 513.70 would be the pivot for tomorrow's opening in the morning. Anyway, so there's SPY. Back to the daily chart. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, so here's QQQ doing the same thing. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap and the rising 17 EMA. So got an uptrend on SPY, uptrend on QQQ. IWM has almost a downtrend because we made a lower low than this low here. But to me, it looks more like consolidation. Still above the uptrend line, so I'm going to keep it in the uptrend status. But it did make a lower low than this low right here. So what do we got for IWM? Lower high, lower low, closing below the bullish trap, actually between the trap and the rising 17 EMA. There's IWM. Diamond Dow closing higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap. Diamond Dow in a downtrend because they made a lower high and a lower low. Here's the last low. There's the last high, lower low. They're in a downtrend. Now, if they come back up over this, right there, over that 391.58, that puts them back in an uptrend. And this is just nothing but consolidation. So right now, we got Diamond Dow closing over a bullish trap, over a flat 17 EMA on Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at FNGU. Here's FNGU. In an uptrend still because they beat out this high. That was the lower high that put them in the downtrend because they made a lower high and a lower low, and they took out that low there. But they came back, rallied back, and took out this high, so that puts them back in uptrend. So just more consolidation. So for price action, they closed over the bearish trap and over the flat 17 EMA. So higher low, higher high on FNGU. IYT, transports. All right, transports got a higher high and a lower low. Closing just below the between the bullish trap and the rising 17. XLF keeps performing miracles, really. All right. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. XLF still on fire, still looking good. All right, let's take a look at SMH. SMH, after that big bearish engulfing candle there, managed to pause. And now you can see price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. Here's the question. Can they get back up to over the midway of this pullback here? So SMH in an uptrend, got a higher low and a higher high closing over the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. XLK Technology, all right, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17, higher low, higher high. Back up there, challenging those highs on technology, XLK. Take a look at USO, is crude oil. Higher low, higher high, closing between the bearish trap and the flat 200, flat 17 EMA right there. So not quite bearish till it takes out. You could say it's in a downtrend. Get a lower high here and a lower low. So I guess USO is in a downtrend. Really looks like bull flag consolidation. But you got a lower high and a lower low and a 3 crossing underneath the 8. So it's technically it's in a downtrend, but to me it looks like more like consolidation. So there's USO. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG, did it take out the low? It's close. What's the low here? The low here is 15.11. The low here is 15.14. Hanging on to the uptrend by a pine needle here. Okay, if it takes out this low, it's back into a downtrend. Right now, it's in an uptrend because it made a higher low and a higher high. So it's in an uptrend, but it's having a rough time holding on to that uptrend. And you can see right here, price action got a higher high, but also a lower low, almost challenging this prior low here, closing below the bearish trap, below the flat 17 EMA there on UNG. Silver had a little pullback today. Silver, I picked some up down here. Lower high, lower low. Closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. GLD doing the same thing. Lower high, lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. That'd be a good price to pick up, just under 200 for GLD. So there's GLD. All right, traders, that's it until tomorrow. All right, everybody out there in video land, I'll be back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. By the way, I do have a webinar tonight. It's about using the FNGU as an indicator for our SPY options. So it's at 8 p.m. It's in the free room. Everyone's invited. It will be recorded if you can't make it. All right, if you got chores to take care of, there'll be a recording of it, and you can review it later this week or later this evening. All right, so I hope to see everybody. Many of you there at 8 p.m. this evening. We'll see y'all. If not, we'll see y'all at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you. Hope y'all made some money today. And see y'all at 8 in the morning. Thank you.